Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. A portion of unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other teams will undervalue.
Doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding that. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. He ain't got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Spin move is on scope. Scope for sideline, touchdown. I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin move is on scope. Scope for sideline, touchdown. I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be ready? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Brady's throw there complete, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 42, 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Throwing, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a dump off here complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Second down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. 6-0 our score after 1.
Washington, nothing.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read the...
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Nick Chubb, 88 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Washington, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so a decent-sized deficit early on. Trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Pass there complete to Sutton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Tackle by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 45.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
How is that not passing?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He dumps this off to Mack.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down at 7.
Chubb on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. A run for Nick Chubb. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on fourth down, may as well make them punt it. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The final shot before half for Brady. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Chubb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that have someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Play action now. Bridgewater. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2.
They stole me on that one when I tried to use her. Good catch.
They're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he's got some space here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Let's go to work, y'all. Let's go to work.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
It's a good game.
O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Brady now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Brady. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
First down.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can